It was the first time that Coco has lost a set, but you did mention that third set. Lost just 2 points on serve in that third set. But she goes on to advance to the semifinals. It is the sixth time in the last 7 majors that an American woman has made it to the semifinals. She rushed right from the court out here to our set. Coco Gauff, the best American tennis player going right now. Pushed to the brink, but never back down. A roller coaster All-American thriller. We were in the back, pins and needles. Every time you swung the racket, you get the win. You go to your third semifinal Roland-Garros in 4 years. What was it like to play it? Because for us, it was crazy to watch it.
Yeah, it was stressful, honestly. I felt like every time she had a forehand, it was like a 50-50 chance to be a winner. So, yeah, it was really tough, and I thought she was playing well. Like, you know, maybe she made some unforced errors, but I think considering how hard and tough it was, like, I'm just happy to get through it today.
But that third set, did it click like it seemed to us it did on television?
Yeah, I think, you know, at one all in the second, I was just like, I need to miss long. I was missing a lot in the net and some balls landing too short, and she was obviously taking advantage and punishing me for that. So I was just like, if I miss long, like, I can go out like this. Right. So then obviously when you're the pressure of the match comes. So if you aim kind of, I think the baseline or further, the ball lands like a foot or two in front. So that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about your serve, about your forehand, about everything else, and I don't want to do that today.
Yeah.
Your opponents are out playing right now as we're recording this, and they're starting the tiebreaker. Is there, on paper, Andreeva should be the tougher opponent, but with this Boisson, with the whole French crowd behind her, do you have someone you prefer playing over the other?
Honestly, no. I mean, obviously, Mira and I played each other like twice just this clay season along, like in the 2 big tournaments. So, you know, if I were to play her again, it would be another tough match. We always have tough matches, and every time you play someone so soon, I think is so hard because, you know, there's not much that either you're going to do different, but you also know that she's going to prepare for the way that you played her the last time. And obviously with Boisson, she's having a great tournament, and I think playing free, like she has no pressure on her, and with the French crowd, I think maybe helps her elevate her game. So either way, it will be a tough match.
It's always tough playing a friend. You played Maddie. I think both of you were nervous at the beginning.
Yeah.
Was there a point in the match where where things settled, and in your mind you went, okay, I'm good now. Like my game's with me. I'm playing well.
I would say when I got to 4-all and then 5-4-2, I had a set point, and then that tiebreaker, I feel like I lost it a little bit, but I think it was important to make that set competitive, so I was just fighting for every game. Obviously, I didn't expect to kind of be in the position to win that set, to be honest, but I was just like, let me just stay in it as long as possible. Obviously, it's a big difference when you go win a set 6-1 pretty easy than to like having to fight for it. So I think just fighting those extra couple games made a difference for the whole match.
Well, you making the semis, it's almost like you're a seasoned vet now, which I think it's crazy to say, Coco. I hope you don't feel like a seasoned vet at all. But you've had to go through so much adversity to get here. But you had a solid clay court season leading in. The different matches you've had to face, the different matchups. I think getting to talk to pros at your level, what is the cheat code of how you're able to adjust to these different adversities so people at home can be like, oh, I have a step that Coco Gauff has told me, so I know how to do this?
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm pretty good to kind of gauge where my level is. Even like for my first round, I won 2-2, but I felt like it was not good, and I knew I needed to raise it.
Is this more emotionally, or is it physically game-wise?
I think game-wise. I think obviously there's first round nerves, but you know, you go into first rounds of the slams and you feel like when you're playing good and it's fine, and even though it's a 2-2, but there's those good 2-2s and one that you don't feel so good, and that I was like, I need to raise my game. And then the second round the same, and then honestly when I played Buskova, even though that was a tough second set, I still think that I thought that was where the first match where I felt like I was finding my rhythm. And then yesterday again, or 2 days ago against Alexandrova, I think that match kind of solidified, okay, I'm finding it. And I knew playing today against Madison that I had to really be there. And I know I'll continue having to be there, but I'm just glad that I was able to be aware of where I started it, even though it was a straightforward win, but knowing that I need to raise the level to do further here.
So, Sam, you got to be patient, okay?
Right, yeah, that's what it sounds
So
like.
I guess my question is, what are the 1 or 2 things that you tell yourself if you feel like you're struggling or not feeling super comfortable out there? What are the two key or one key thing that you tell yourself?
Usually just go for my shots. I think I can play my worst tennis when I'm in the balls are landing too short and I'm kind of running all over the court. So trying to tell myself to go for my shots and play with height, I think that is also the main thing. When you play with height, it forces you to hit deeper. And yeah, obviously when the ball's deeper, it's harder for them to make you run.
Is your dad okay right now? In the second set, I literally was like, man, I hope Coco's dad's doing okay.
I haven't seen him after the match, actually. Usually he probably went to go get a beer or something to decompress. So I haven't seen him yet. He texts me, obviously, after the match. But knowing usually they kind of, when it's a match like that, I usually know I'm probably not going to see my parents right after. They're probably
I was watching your mom during the match. She would close her eyes before each point.
Yes.
I'm sure she's saying a little prayer and all that stuff.
I don't know what she's
speaking to some higher power. If your dad needs some Stellas, we have them here at the set. You are the best American tennis player, and we love watching you play. You're now on to the semifinals. Congratulations. And I hope to get to see you again.
I hope so,
Coco Gauff, the best in the business.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coco.